It's been 2 weeks since the last story. I don't know about you, but I definitely missed reading a new story to you. Now, if you're here, it means that you are eager to listen to my new story, and it's very good that you are eager because I prepared something special this time. And it is a story written by me! I wrote a new story called Anna and the Storm, and it's about a little girl who's afraid of lightning, thunders, and storms in general. And I know some of you are afraid of those as well, and maybe after listening to this story, you will find out a cure to your fears. How about that? Okay, so let's start. Anna and the Storm. Once upon a time, there was a wonderful girl. She was called Anna, and her grandma was Pearl. She loved her grandma more than anything, and she loved spending time with her, no matter what they were doing. But when it was raining heavily, Anna didn't like it, because, you see, she was afraid, and not just a bit. Of what, you will ask, and tell you I shall. She was afraid of storms, thunder, lightning at all. No matter how much to overcome her fear she trained, she could not succeed. Poor girl, could she be blamed? She was sure nobody could help her, not even her grandma, who's older and wiser. That's what she thought, at least, while she was hiding away from this terrifying beast. But one day, her patient grandma found a cure. You heard it right, yeah! She told Anna the legend of the thunders and of the storm with its frightful wonders. It is said, my darling, that when the big storm comes and you think you hear 1,000 drums, when the darkest clouds gather in the sky, the legend says they are upset. You might ask, why? Guess what? The clouds are upset because people are angry. To be happy they forget. When they are furious, you see, people like happiness and love, and it shows in the sky above. When people are happy and have a smile on their face, the storm clouds disappear without a trace. Really? Grandma Pearl, I might be just a little girl, but if someone else told me this story, I wouldn't have believed it. Sorry. That's the legend I heard, even though you might find it absurd. I like the legend, but the question I feel is, how can we make people feel better for real? So that they are happy and full of cheer instead of being filled with anger and fear. Any little thing counts, my dear, if it makes people smile and lose their anger. Well, in my case it's easy. Toys make me smile, but how do I know what people like? It might take me a while. Here's an idea, said Grandma Pearl, smiling kindly at the little girl. You could walk every day around for a while and observe what makes other people smile, and you will get to know your neighbors better, and if you help them, it will matter, because they'll be happy and the world will smile back at you, and your fear will disappear. That is true. Oh, what a great idea indeed! When the storm passes, I'll go help those in need. I'll pay attention to people around me and then I'll make them smile, you'll see. So, my dears, Anna went walking, and every day she started talking to neighbors and the shopping assistant, so she got to know them in an instant. That's how she found out that her angry neighbor from the 3rd floor had a dog who kept barking at the door. So she couldn't sleep, not even a little bit, because of her loud dog who had a fit. But Anna knew exactly why the dog was barking. She observed him in the park while walking. Scooby wanted to play with his doggy friend, but his owner put a harsh end to the game just a few days ago, and since then, out he wanted to go. So Anna walked Scooby, and they went to meet his friend Ruby. They played all he wanted, and Scooby was happily skipping, and then they arrived home as his owner was sleeping. She woke up smiling and she thanked Anna for putting an end to that big drama. On a different day, Anna got up from her bed and quickly went to buy some bread. But she didn't forget to pick some flowers for the shop assistant who worked too many hours. She loved flowers, so she smiled broadly, and Anna was happy and said kindly that she wanted to make the lady's day brighter, and she received a croissant for her butter. See how great it is to make others happy? Putting a smile on people's face makes the world a better place. And that's how the story ends. So, what did you think? Did you like it? How much did you like it? This much, or this much? I bet it's this much, isn't it? Okay, so I would be very curious to find out what you learned from this story. Go talk to your mom and dad about the story, about Anna, about the storm, about angry people, about making the world a better place, or whatever else you might have learned from it. Now I want to tell you what I was thinking when I wrote this story. You see, my darlings, there are many kids in this world who are afraid of storms, of thunders and lightnings and just bad weather in general, and they just get put under a blankie and they don't want to get out until the storm passes, right? And they don't know what to do. So I was thinking of this legend about the clouds who are upset because people are angry. And in a way, you could tell that it's exactly the same of what the weather is outside compared to how people are feeling inside when they are angry, right? So, if it's a storm outside, it's really ugly weather, you don't want to get close to it, right? You want to get as far away as possible and wait until the storm passes, right? So that's exactly the same how it is with angry people. You want to stay away from them until they get calmer, until they calm down and you can talk to them. See? So the weather outside looks exactly how we're feeling inside. So what do we learn from it? It's better to calm down first and then talk. When you're angry and you have something to say, you have the tendency to say something that you might be sorry afterwards. That happened to you, didn't it? So, if you calm down first, if you go away from something or someone who upset you, and if you calm down by maybe relaxing, counting to 10, or just thinking of something happy, then you're calmer and you can go back to that someone and tell them what you felt, why they upset you. And then you can solve the problem much easier, right? Because it's really nice to talk to somebody calmly instead of shouting at them or being shouted at, right? And that's about angry people. But what about people who are scared, who are fearful? Because I said I also thought about them when I wrote this story. What is Anna's grandma trying to do? She's trying to give her something nice to think about so that she could solve her own problem, right? So when she goes to observe the world and try to help them smile, then is she thinking about her fear? Not anymore, is she? And also, she is helping the others, so basically she's doing something good. That's it. That's exactly how I was thinking when I wrote this. And if you have other ideas about what this story might tell you, I am really curious, so leave me a comment in the section below or just send me a message. I'll be very curious to see exactly what you think about this, and I'm sure that you will love Anna as much as I do, and I'm sure that you will go out and help the world be a better place. Help people smile, and then Just have the world smile back at you, won't you? I know it, because you are a good kid and because you will make this world smile more. And then you will smile as well. Okay, so I hope you'll enjoy the story and see you in 2 weeks. Bye, dears!